Nick Wilson with Dan Brownlie after the 4-4 draw away at Guernsey. And Dan, it's another thriller that we've had to watch here. Did you feel your team were worth the win?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. I think we started the game well. I think the goal came against a run of play, and I think we credit to ourselves. I think we dug in and we didn't allow that goal to faze us and got back into it quite quickly. So for that, we're pleased. And I think that the first half performance, like we said at the half time, really controlled, really measured. I thought we were organised. I think we controlled the midfield, which is a huge strong point of Guernsey. And then we let ourselves down in the second half just with again sloppy goals, and I'm bored of thrillers. You know what I mean? Give me a 2-0 boring win any day of the week at the minute. And we've got some work to do defensively, but by the same token, I've said in there, it's a tale of two ends, because even in the last 5-10 minutes we've had two absolutely golden opportunities, and I mean you freeze frame it at the moment of contact, you stick your mortgage on a bet. So we're disappointed with not being able to take the 3 points today, which I think we deserve. But Guernsey are a good side, you know. We knew that coming down here. I mean the reflection of the league is non-existent at the moment because it's a merry-go-round in terms of players. But Guernsey are a very good side, as I demonstrated today.
It's a familiar problem coming up, the way the goals are being conceded too frequently now. You must be tearing your hair out.
What's left of it, yeah. It's frustrating because the thing is, the personnel I trust, you know, we've got some really good defenders in there that, and I believe it matters to them. You know, it hurts them when they concede goals. But as a shape thing, one of the goals is a bit of a lottery because you go, it's a long throw, and sometimes they happen. But the other 2 and 3 that we conceded, particularly the first, it's an element of switching off. I don't think any were down to individual errors today necessarily. Obviously, 9 times out of 10 it is in terms of shape or identifying who should be closer. But in terms of individual errors, we didn't make many today. And like I say, when you've got players like Ross Allen, if you give them a chance, they're going to score. So we're the masters of our downfall this afternoon, which is disappointing. But there were lots to like about the game. Like I think, again, I look at that first half and the measuredness and control of it, I was really pleased with. But ultimately, it's kind of a disappointing day coming away with a point, despite playing particularly well in the first half.
You set up your team very deliberately today to try and combat what Guernsey were going to do, and you mentioned control just there. Did you feel that you started to lose that control as substitutions were made?
To a certain extent, yeah. Obviously, Danny coming off is a big blow because he gives you legs and real quality when he's on the ball. I think the midfield was the bit that became a little bit expansive, and I wish we got a little bit more control over that. But yeah, so I mean, some were forcing us. Obviously, taking Connor off, we wanted to go a little bit more kind of defensively ruthless, and Connor obviously understands that, and sticking Wallace in a back five with a view of matching him, because at that point with their kind of wide players, we were getting a little bit stretched, and then balls were coming in, and we were left expansive. So we thought that would make a difference, and then obviously a long throw goes in, and the lottery of that was a difficult pill to swallow. But you go down the other part, at the end of the park, and have 2 chances in the way we did, and it's just a shame that we couldn't have put them to bed, because you're telling a different story. Do you know what I mean? Like this whole interview is a really positive one, and so those moments matter, you know. And so for that, it's quite disappointing.
It's a bit of a unique challenge coming out here with the travel and everything being as different as it is.
Yeah.
How did you set up for that? And did you think that had an impact?
Do you know what? I mean, in the cards that the club were dealt, I think we've played our cards really well. I think the fact the boys were afforded a hotel last night, and or like early morning, and gone for a walk in the afternoon. So we've prepared as best we can. It's difficult, you know. It's a difficult place to come, obviously, because of the travel, and it's quite an alien experience for the bulk of them. But it's an experience you should enjoy, you know. It's a great setup down here. They're a very good side, and I've no doubt if they had that squad playing at the start of the season, that they're obviously playoff candidates. Particularly with the strength of having to force teams over here. So it's they're a good side. It's simple as that.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks very much.
Thank you.